Hello, and welcome back to my kitchen and an ultra special episode of Cooking for Your Girlfriend Wife. This week it's called Cooking for Your D&D crew. Come along with me, and we're gonna cook for my D&D crew. Our D&D crewers doesn't eat meats. They're a vegetarian, so we're gonna make a vegetarian shepherd's pie. Here are the ingredients you will need for your vegetarian shepherd's pie, in no particular order. You need potatoes, some kosher salt, eek, a leek, milk, but if you don't have it, half and half is fine. You're gonna want some thyme, black pepper, freshly ground, some soured creams, butter, some of the Parmigiano Reggiano, it's a product of Italy, carrots, like a cup, pasted tomatoes, garlic, a whole bunch of mushrooms. Like we got some shit take mushrooms right here, we got some big hat mushrooms, and then down here we got little angry white boy mushrooms. You want a whole lot of mushrooms. French lentils. What does French mean? It means they're green. So get the green ones, because they're French. A lemon. We're gonna juice it. Flour, all-purpose. Bunch of vegetable broth, but if you don't have enough vegetables, which I don't, I'm gonna use a little bit of portobello mushroom creamy soup to go along with it, because the ingredients of the creamy soup are pretty much all the ingredients I've already put in my shepherd's pie. Lastly, but most importantly, we got peas. Now we're gonna cook everything at separate times, and then we're gonna put them together and then bake them. So let's start cooking things at separate times. First, you go and boil your water. Add some of that kosher salt to your water, about a tablespoon worth. And you can use a tablespoon if you're not good at calculating, but I am. While your water's boiling, take your taters and peel and chop them up and then throw them in the water. Next up, we start the juicy fun part, the filling. In a 10-inch skillet, take your frontals and add them to your pan. And then you add 2 cups of your vegetable broth to your lentils. Sprinkle some salt on top, light sprinkling. The sprinkling's up to you. A little bit of that Tim, and sprinkle it on top. The more Tim, the more herby. Start that fire, and just kind of stir to incorporate. Remember the last Cooking for Your Girlfriend Wife, you're probably pretty good at stirring. So we're just stirring and stirring. You just stir. Once your lentils are nice and skimmering, you go and reduce that heat a little bit, and you go and partially cover it, and just let that do its thing for about 20 minutes. Next, we're gonna add about 6 tablespoons of butter to a half cup of my half and half of milk, whatever you got. After 20 minutes or so, them taties should be nice and done. So go on ahead and strain them, put them right back where they came from, and then let's get mashing. Mid-mash, go on ahead and add your melted butter and milk combination. Then add 2 fat dollops worth of sour cream. And then get right back to your mixing and mash. Mixing and mash. Mixing and mash. While grating your Parmigiano Reggiano, be sure to also grate part of your pinky finger into the mix. This is very important. Do not skip this step. While human is neither vegan nor vegetarian, I do highly recommend keeping the blood in your recipe because it adds a certain twinge. Once your blood sacrifice is complete, use the same hand to take approximately half of your Parmigiano Reggiano and sprinkle it into your tater. If you guess stirring comes next, you must watch this alive. So you got it, stir. Stir that cheese into the mixture and stir it on in. If your sense of timing is as great as mine, as soon as you finish mixing the cheese, your frontals will be done. So we're just gonna go and take that lid, Set it aside. Grab my frontals and just carefully transfer them into a bowl. Next, go on ahead and preheat that oven to 375. All right, if you've done everything correctly, this should be the time where your D&D crew calls out because everyone is sick. So if you haven't reached that step, it's okay. They will at some point, but you should be there by now. While your oven's preheating, go ahead and melt some butter in your pan. Once your butter's all nice and melty, go on and add all your little shroombas to your pan. And once you've stirred it all in there, let them cook for about 8 to 10 minutes until they're nice and brown. I've obviously added way too much mushroom. After 10 minutes or so, your mushroom should look a little something like this. And if they don't, keep doing it until they do. Once your mushroom mixture does look like that, go ahead and add your leeks, garlic, and some carrots. Go ahead, knock that heat down. Everything stirred in. Feel free to add a little bit of pepper. And a little bit of salt. Give that a little stir. And then let it do its thing for about 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Once your carrots are nice and gushy, add a big old splot of tomato paste. Go on ahead and stir everything in, and then let that cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. After a couple minutes, go ahead and just lightly coat the top in a bit of all-purpose flour. And let that do its thing for about a minute. After about a minute of that, go and add your frontals right on top. Add the last 1.5 cups of your veggie broth. And 1 cup of frozen peas but thawed. Stir it all in. Stir it all in. Stir it all in. Once you stirred everything in, just let it sit until it thickens. Your slop should be thickened by the time you lose interest in what you're doing.